Hey everyone, it's Ivan with kitbadger.com, out here for another gear review, and today talking grip modules. This guy right here by Icarus Precision, which is their Pro Elite A.C.E. P365 XL grip module. So what do all those words mean? Don't even know. I do know A.C.E. is an acronym, accuracy, controlled, enhanced, and the Elite is basically in reference to the texturing that they have on their grip modules. But what is it? It is basically a turnkey grip module for the trigger package for your P365, this case XL. So P365, a little bit shorter here and a little bit shorter here. This one is made for full-size magazines, this right here being Flush Fit 12, and it'll also accept the 15-round extended magazine as well. But yeah, pretty interesting. The grip module is machined out of 7075 T6 aircraft grade aluminum. This one is DLC coated gray. They also offer black, and on the back here you have a beaver tail extended, making it to where you can purchase nice and high on the pistol grip, and then also an undercut trigger guard, which is really nice. Again, being able to get your hand high up, closer to that bore axis. And up front, you have 1913. So pretty much anything that'll attach to it, you can attach it there as far as lights, lasers, things like that. And then in addition to that, you have a little bit of a flared mag well down here, making it easier for those reloads. And while they offer a couple different ones, this one has kind of a little gas pedal ramp over here on the left side. That ramp, as a right-handed shooter, lets you place your thumb there and get really firm pressure up against that frame. Also, on the right side of the pistol, there's a textured area, which is a nice index point for just knowing where your trigger finger is when you're manipulating the pistol. And you have their Elite texture, which gives plenty of purchase, but is not so abrasive that it's going to tear you or your clothes up if you carry it. With these grips being billet aluminum, they are significantly heavier than your factory polymer grip, which is good, can be good. Basically help soak up that recoil. And my first, introduction to these was SHOT Show 2022, saw them there. And shortly thereafter, ended up picking one up and been shooting it for the last, 4 months or so. And it's pretty cool. Definitely a different shooting experience with 365 XL. One, significantly heavier, so with respect to that recoil. And this one, I believe they have offerings where this ramp is on both sides. This is set up for, obviously, a right-handed shooter, being able to get your thumb there, clamp down on that, and it does a pretty good job. The magwell, again, slightly flared, works great with the factory Flush 12, also with the 15s, and it's pretty cool. I definitely enjoy shooting it. Is there a downside? Depending, can be. For me personally, I ended up getting it and I did not realize it at the time, but with this, probably isn't going to fit your holster. So I was like, dang. Granted, Icarus Precision, they actually offer holsters. As of filming this, I do not think Black Point Tactical does for that. You can obviously get it without, then it's a non-issue. The other thing I did actually run into, which I was like, oh, that's kind of weird, is my 365, I forget the nomenclature, but basically the Surefire light for the 365 and 365 XL doesn't fit on here because it's made to just clamp on. And I actually went through my different lights like Streamlight, VIR2, X400, X300, stuff like that. And all those lights were largely too big to where they wouldn't actually engage with this on the rail. And then of course, my one that was made for the 365 to clamp on there would not engage. Like it would clamp on, I got it on there, but then under recoil, it would start to move forward because it's made to be like clamped on there. To that end, I'm sure this is compatible with lights. Just not sure which ones. I do not own said light, but no, it's pretty cool grip module. Who do I think this grip module would be good for? Honestly, someone trying to squeeze out as much performance as they can out of the 365 or 365 XL. Almost kind of over on the competition side. Ivan, what about everyday carry? You absolutely can. There's some really nice things, whether it's the extended back strap, undercut, just even the texturing. This, whether you actually want it or like it, but you also run into holster compatibility, depending on how this is set up, to include lights. Again, holster compatibility, limitations there. And at the end of the day, it's heavier, which isn't a bad thing. Absorb recoil, but I spend a lot more time carrying my carry pistol than I do shooting my pistol. So to that end, personally, I would rather have a lighter pistol. You're like, but it's only a couple ounces. You're right. Again, sample size of 1. And you can absolutely go too far in the wrong direction. Like, I don't want an airweight 357 Magnum that easy to carry until you have to shoot it and then break your wrist. But this is admittedly significantly heavier than the polymer frame as designed. But for me, yeah, sample size of 1. I think from the performance or competition side, I think it's actually really cool. If you're interested in picking up one of these grip modules, you can do so over at Icarus Precision. All kinds of different options, whether it's exposed safety, color, this being the gray DLC, also black DLC, and then 365, 365 XL, ramp, one side, both sides, neither side, all kinds of options. Price-wise, about $325. I think it is pretty cool, especially if you're trying to get all the performance you can. Basically, turn your 365 into a race gun. Pretty rad option. But if you appreciate my content and want to support it, I greatly appreciate it. Whether it's going over to Teespring, picking up t-shirts, things like that, or going over to kitbadger.com, picking up stickers, patches, KBAT target pads, or supporting me directly through Patreon. Little as $1 a month, help me go out, create more content for you. And if you have questions for me, happy to answer them over there where we have an active Discord. But as always, thanks for joining us at kitbadger.com. Look forward to seeing you next time.